Hello everyone. I hope that you all are fine and doing well. আশা কৰোঁ আপোনালোকে সবে ভালে আছে। So অন্য এটা ভিডিও খণ্ডলৈ লৈ মই আহিলোঁ। So in this video content I will discuss about subject word and its characteristics. So আমি ভিডিও content আৰু ভালদৰে subject আৰু predicates আৰু কেইটামান বিষয় লৈ পেলাই আমি জানিব চেষ্টা কৰিম আৰু বুজিব চেষ্টা কৰিম. Let's start then. Subject word. So what is subject word? As the definition says, in a sentence, multiple words may collectively used to denote or refer the subject. In this set of words, the main and most important word is identified as the subject word. So what it says? So we know that in a sentence there can be more than one subject. আমি জানো যে এটা সেন্টেন্সত এটাতকে বেছি বিষয় হ'ব পাৰে, বহু বিষয় হ'ব পাৰে। আৰু এনেকুৱা বিষয়টোক আমি কি কওঁ? Compound subject. So we call them compound subjects. So in a sentence, there can be more than one subject. Now, if you look carefully, কেতিয়াবা কি হয় এটা সাবজেক্টৰ লগত কেইবাটাও অন্য অন্য শব্দ combine হৈ থাকে. Along with the subject, there are other words which work effectively as the subject of the sentence. Now, if you want to know more about subject and predicate and sentence and the other variant of or the different other types of subjects or predicates, you can check out the video where I talk about sentence. So, subject word. So, in a sentence, when a subject is written or is accompanied by some other words, then the main word which describes the subject or which denotes the subject is termed as subject word. তাৰমানে এটা চেণ্টেন্সত যেতিয়া মূল বিষয়টোৰ লগত কেইবাটাও অন্য শব্দ লগ খাই আমাক বিষয়টোৰ বিষয় জনায়, তাৰে ভিতৰত মূল বিষয়টোৰ শব্দটো যোনটো শব্দে মূল বিষয়টোৰ বিষয়ে কৈ আছে এইটোক আমি subject word বুলি কওঁ. As the definition says, multiple words may collectively used to denote or refer the subject. So কেইবাটাও শব্দ মিলি পেলাই আমাক সাবজেক্টটো দেখাব পাৰে in a sentence. So in that group of words, যোনটো আটাইতকৈ important, এই শব্দটোৱে হ'ল subject word. The word that is describing the or referring or আমাক যোনটো subject দেখাইছে. Let us see the examples. আমি examples কেইটা চালে আৰু ভালদৰে বুজিব পাৰিম. Let us see the examples. Let us see. Walking on grass is good for health. So in this sentence, let me take. Walking on grass is good for health. So here, walking is the main subject in this sentence. And the other word on grass is a part of the subject, but the main word is this one, walking. So walking is the subject word in this sentence. In the next sentence, my sister and I going shopping. So here, sister and I. So two subjects are here. And these two subjects are both standing for the main subject in the sentence. So main subject or ঠাইত এই দুটা subject আছে থিয় দি সেইকাৰণে আমি sister আৰু I টোক subject word হিচাপে ল'ম. Next sentence. The new computer works greatly and quickly. So ইয়াত main subject টো কোনটো হয়? Computer. আমি কোনটো বিষয় লৈ কথা পাতি আছো? Computer বিষয়টো লৈ কথা পাতি আছো. But along with computer, some other words are also describing the computer. একেটা শব্দ কম্পিউটাৰটোৰ লগতে জড়িত হৈ আছে। কিন্তু মেইন টপিক বা বিষয়টো হ'ল computer. So computer is the subject word in this sentence. Let us see the last one. The colorful parrots flew overhead. So here we are talking about parrots. আমি ভাটৌ চৰাইকেইটাৰ বিষয় লৈ পেলাই কথা পাতি আছো. So the main subject in this sentence is parrots. So that's why it's the subject word. Now এতিয়া আমি বুজিব পাৰিম যে যোনকেইটা শব্দ নহয়, the main শব্দ যোনটো মেইন শব্দটো যোনটো আমাক মূল বিষয়টোক দেখায় বা বিষয়টোক আমাক ৰেফাৰ কৰে, আমাক দেখাই দিয়ে, এই শব্দটোৱে হ'ল subject word. That means the main or the most important word in the sentence is the subject word. All right, I hope you are clear with subject word. Subject word বিষয়টো লৈ পেলাই আশা কৰোঁ আপোনালোকে clear হৈছে. Let us move to the next slide. Subject word descriptive. So what is subject word descriptive? In a sentence, there might be adjectives or words working like adjectives describing a subject. Such a word is identified as the subject word's attribute. It may be an adjective, a pronoun, an infinitive, a participle adjective, an article, or a phrase. So, subject word descriptive. So, in a sentence, there might be adjectives or words working like adjectives describing a subject. So, what it says? So, it says that in a sentence, along with the subjects, along with the subject, the main subject, there are some other words which are also combining with that subject and describing it. And such words can be an adjective or other words that may work like an adjective. So, such a word is identified or termed as subject words descriptive or subject word attribute. Now, don't get confused with the word attribute. Attribute শব্দটো অলপ কনফিউজ হ'ব নালাগে. Attribute মানে হ'ল characteristics বা features বা qualities. So, subject word or quality কি হ'ল? Adjectives. আৰু কেইটামান শব্দ এনেকুৱাও হ'ব পাৰে যোনটো নেকি এডজেক্টিভৰ ঠাইত ব্যৱহাৰ কৰা হয় যোনটো নেকি দেখি আমাক এডজেক্টিভ নিচিনা নালাগিবও পাৰে but they are still work as an adjective in a sentence. So such words are the subject words attributes or subject words descriptive. Now further it says that definition আমাক আৰু কি বুজায় এনেকুৱা শব্দ যোনবিলাক সাবজেক্টৰ লগত লাগি থাকে এটা সেন্টেন্সত it can be an adjective হ'ব পাৰে pronoun হ'ব পাৰে and infinitive হ'ব পাৰে infinitive মানে হ'ল যেনেকৈ to to আমি যোনটো লগাওঁ participle adjective হ'ব পাৰে participle adjective মানে হ'ল যেতিয়া আমি যিকোনো ভাৰ্বৰ past participle ফৰ্মটো ব্যৱহাৰ কৰোঁ that is participle adjective আৰু লাষ্টত article হ'ব পাৰে বা phrase হ'ব পাৰে so in a sentence এটা sentenceত যোনকেইটা শব্দ adjectiveৰ নিচিনা কাম কৰি থাকে এইকেইটাই হ'ল subject words descriptive or subject words attribute তাৰমানে মেইন সাবজেক্টৰ আমাক আৰু কেইটামান গুণ জনায় qualities আমাক কয় now if you are confused with adjective যদি adjective বুজি পোৱা নাই মই simply সহজে বুজাই দিওঁ so adjective is the word that qualifies a noun নাউনক যোনটো শব্দই কোৱালিফাই কৰে বা তাৰ qualities কেইটা আমাক জনায় that word is adjective so in a sentence an adjective qualifies a subject so বিষয়টোক কোৱালিফাই কৰে বিষয়টোৰ বিষয় লৈ পেলাই একচুৱেলি আমাক আৰু কেইটামান ইনফৰমেশ্যন দিয়ে বা তাৰ গুণ বা কোৱালিটি কেইটামান কয় so that is subject word descriptive আৰু আকৌ ৰিপিট কৰোঁ subject word descriptive adjective হ'ব পাৰে it can be an adjective a pronoun an infinitive a participle adjective an article or a phrase let us see the examples আমি examples কেইটা যদি চাওঁ আৰু ভালদৰে বুজিব পাৰিম let us see the first sentence this novel is really fascinating so here this is the subject word attribute because it is qualifying the subject novel. A sentence of main subject word to hall novel. Novel মানে হ'ল উপন্যাস novel. So here the adjective this. So this is qualifying this subject. So this is the subject attribute. And it's an adjective. It's an adjective. In the second sentence, the broken windows need repair. So here the main subject is windows. That means subject word is windows. So the other words that is describing or telling us qualities about that window is the broken. So here, the subject attribute is broken. But the broken. গোটেইকেইটাই আমি ল'ব পাৰোঁ. The broken. And this broken is what? A participle adjective. How? Because broken is the past participle form of the verb broke, past tense of break. Let us see the next sentence. My dog is so clumsy. So here the main subject word is dog. So বিষয়টো হ'ল কুকুৰ, dog. এটা কথাটো আহিল কাৰ কুকুৰ. So my. So here my is the subject word attribute. So it is telling us or giving us more description about that dog. কুকুৰটোৰ বিষয় লৈ পেলাই আমাক আৰু কেইটামান ইনফৰমেশ্যন দিছে. So that is my. So my is the subject attribute here. Let us see the last sentence. Jeta's mother is a teacher. So here in this sentence, the main subject word is mother. So we are talking about mother, who is a teacher. So this part is predicate. So the other word that is describing this main subject word is Jeta's. So whose mother? Karmak, Jetar, ma. So Jeta's is the subject word descriptive or subject word attribute. সহজে যদি বুজিব বিচাৰোঁ আমি বুজিলেই হ'ল যোনকেইটা শব্দ আমাক সাবজেক্ট বা বিষয়টোৰ গুণ দেখুৱায় বা আমাক গুণটো জনায় এটোক আমি সাবজেক্ট ৱৰ্ড ডেছক্ৰিপটিভ বা সাবজেক্ট ৱৰ্ড এট্ৰিবিউট কম আৰু প্ৰায় এই শব্দকেইটা এডজেক্টিভ হয় যদি এডজেক্টিভ নহয় ইট কেন বি এ প্ৰনাউন হ'ব পাৰে এন ইনফিনিটিভ হ'ব পাৰে পাৰ্টিচিপল এডজেক্টিভ হ'ব পাৰে an article or a phrase. Alright, so this is subject word descriptive. Now, the predicate and its adverbial attributes. Okay, now let us know about predicate. এটাও যদি আপোনালোকে কনফিউজ হৈ আছে predicate কি subject কি যদি clearly বুজিব যদি আপোনালোকে বিচাৰে then you can check on the other video which is about sentence and I have explained what is subject and the predicate there. তাত মই ভালদৰে subject আৰু predicate টোৰ বিষয় লৈ পেলাই ভিডিঅ'টোত বুজাইছিলোঁ. Alright, let us see this part. The predicate and its adverbial attributes. Let us see the definition. In a sentence, a single word predicate is identified as verb. And sometimes we may have a multi-word working as predicate, which consists of adverb or group of words working like an adverb. Okay, so what it says? আমি জানো যে predicate to simply verb হ'ব পাৰে. In a single word predicate. If a predicate is single worded, then it is simply a verb. Verb means action word. But kitaba enakaw ho pare sometimes we may have many words which seems like working like a predicate in a sentence. আমি কেইবাটাও শব্দ একজুট হয় থকা দেখা পাম এটা সেন্টেন্সত যোনটো নেকি প্ৰেডিকেটৰ কাম কৰে. It may work like a predicate in a sentence. And such words are made of or consist of an adverb হ'ব পাৰে বা কেইবাটাও শব্দ যোনটো নেকি adverbৰ নিচিনা কাম কৰে. So basically just like the subject word attribute describes or qualifies the subject, similarly adverbial attributes or adverbial qualities describe the verb or the predicate in a sentence. And it can be a prepositional phrase. Eto enekwa sentence enekwa line eta hobo pare jontu niki eta prepositioner pa start hoy. Or that sentence might have a preposition in it. Let us see the examples. Ami examples keta jodi sao aro bhaldore bujibo parim. Let us see the first sentence. Beautiful Meghna won the anticipated crown. So here, Let us first identify the verb here. So the verb is one. So from this part, the rest is the predicate part. But we have some other words which are also describing or qualifying this verb one. So that is the anticipated crown. Anticipated মানে হল আশা কৰা যোনটো আশা কৰি আছিলে. Okay? So beautiful Magna won the anticipated crown. So here the adverbial attribute is the anticipated crown. In the next sentence, we love to travel a lot. So here in this sentence, the subject is we and the rest is the predicate part. But here, love is working as a verb, is the verb here. And the other words that is qualifying this verb is to travel a lot. To travel a lot. So here, the subject attribute is a lot. আমি a lot ক'ব পাৰোঁ বা prepositional phrase এয়াৰ toৰ পৰা লৈ পেলাইও আমি ক'ব পাৰোঁ to travel a lot. Okay, let us see the next sentence. The people of the city stayed out of homes. So here we're talking about the people where from of the city, Sohara. But this part is the predicate here. So here stayed out of homes. So this is the main verb here. Stayed. And this other part, out of homes, is qualifying the verb stayed. So here the adverbial attribute is out of homes. Now, if you are confused with what is an adverb, so let me simply explain it. Simply jodi moi kau adverb ki. An adverb is the word that qualifies a verb. আমি ভাৰ্বক যোনটো শব্দই বা ভাৰ্বৰ গুণটো আমাক জনায় এই শব্দটোক আমি adverb কওঁ. আমি যদি চাওঁ in all these sentences, the other words which are working like an adjective or rather an adjective is giving us more information about the verb, about the single word predicate in the sentence. So sentence or jontu single word predicate hoy jontu niki pray verb hoy. A verb or gunto amak kune janai ase adverbial attributes keta janai ase adverbial qualities keta amak janai ase. So a hobdo keta hol adverbial attributes. Let us see the last sentence. The tired army continued to march forward. So here we are talking about the tired army who continued to march forward. So here the adverbial attribute is to march forward. This part to march forward. So here to march forward is qualifying continued. The verb continued. Tamane ইহঁতে ৰখা নাছিলে continue কৰি আছিলে. So this is adverbial attributes or adverbial qualities of a single word predicate. বা predicate part of a sentence. যিকোনো sentence or predicate part to কোনে qualify কৰে বা তাৰ গুণটো আমাক কোনে জনায় adverbial attributes জনায় বা adverbial শব্দ কেইটা যোন কেইটাই adverbial qualities আমাক দেখুৱায়. So such words can be an adverb and it can be a prepositional phrase as well. Now let us move to the next slide. Okay, let us, based on our findings, আমি কেইটামান sentence analyze কৰো. Let us see the first sentence. The lonely traveler crossed patiently the deserted land. So here in this sentence, the subject is traveler and the subject attribute or the subject that is the lonely and predicate is crossed from this part, crossed, and the adverbial qualities is patiently the deserted land. Patiently the deserted land. Now let us see the second sentence. I have a beautiful pot made of brass. So here the main subject is I. Kune koi ase? I koi ase. তাৰমানে মই কৈ আছো বা I have a beautiful pot. কি আছে? এটা beautiful pot. I have a beautiful pot made out of brass. But the interesting part of the sentence is that in this sentence there is no any subject attribute. Subject to কিবা qualify কৰা একো শব্দ নাই এইটো চেন্টেন্সত আমি ভাবিবও পাৰো I have a beautiful pot is qualifying I here but it is not. Why? Because we have a verb here that is have. Have to এটা verb হয় auxiliary verb. So I is standing alone here. There is no any other words that is describing বা আইৰ গুণটো আমাক জনোৱা নাই. So there is no any subject attribute or subject word descriptive in this sentence. Yes, we have a predicate part. So here, have is the predicate, is a single word predicate, it is a verb, and the rest is the subject, not subject, but the adverbial attribute. Like made out of brass. I have a beautiful pot made out of brass. Let us see the next sentence. The twins, Sneha and Supriya, play tennis magnificently. So in this sentence, we have two subjects and they are what? Twins. So twins, the word twins is describing or এই দুটা ছাবজেক্টৰ বিষয়টোক আমাক গুণটো জনাইছে ইহঁতৰ গুণ জনাইছে কি জনাইছে গুণ তাৰমানে ইহঁতে কি হয় twins হয় স্নেহা and Supriya they both are twins. So twins is the subject word attribute and the rest is predicate. Play single word predicate. So it's a verb. And tennis magnificent is qualifying that verb here. So tennis magnificently is the adverbial attribute in this sentence. Now, মই আকৌ second sentence লৈ apply কওঁ. I can come back to this second sentence. I have a beautiful pot made out of brass here. So here I standing alone. Though we have another subject here, it seems like I have a beautiful pot here, but this word has a relation with this verb have. So this whole sentence can be taken as adverbial attributes. But here we can take a beautiful pot made out of brass, the whole part of this predicate, as the adverbial attribute as well. Or we can take from this part made out of brass. Have a beautiful pot made out of brass. So etu hol subject word attributes আৰু adverbial attributes. So simply আমি যদি বুজিব খোজো আমি বুজি পাওঁ যে যেনেকে adjective noun qualify কৰে like an adjective qualifies a noun. Similarly, in a sentence, the subject is qualified by an adjective or some other group of words which are working like an adjective. So similarly, in a sentence, the verb যেনেকে যিকোনো ভাৰ্বক adverb qualify কৰে এনেকে in a sentence a predicate or the single word predicate or rather say verb is qualified by an adverb or adverbial phrases which may consist of or which may have a preposition য'ত নেকি এটা preposition থাকিবও পাৰে. Alright, so আমি এটা বুজি পালো subject word কি subject word attributes আৰু predicate or adverbial attributes. So আপোনালোকে যদি ভাল পাইছে মোৰ ভিডিঅ' কণ্টেণ্ট কেইটা প্লিজ ডণ্ট ফৰগেট টু ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰিব আৰু বেল আইকনটো প্ৰেছ কৰি ৰাখিব যাতে নেকি মই যেতিয়া নতুন কণ্টেণ্ট মই আপলোড কৰিম আপোনালোকে তাৰ ইনফৰমেশ্যন পাবলৈ আপোনালোকে বেল আইকনটো ক্লিক কৰি ৰাখি দিব আৰু লাইক কৰিব আৰু শ্বেয়াৰো কৰিব যদি ভাল পাইছে আৰু প্লিজ গিভ ইউৰ ফিডবেকছ থ্ৰু কমেণ্টছত নিজৰ ফিডবেক দিব কি পাইছে কেনেকুৱা পাইছে কিবা বেয়াও যদি লাগিছে লিখিব অলৰাইট দেন টিল দ্য নেক্সট টাইম টেক কেয়াৰ এণ্ড চি ইউ দেন